Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Brittany with the Seniors Blue Book, and this morning I am joined by the ladies of Grace Management Communities. So we have, drum roll, we have Kim with Village Place. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
We have Amy with Summerfield. Hey, Amy.
Hi. Hi.
And the infamous Chetta Cometa from Sunset Lake Village. Good morning, Chetta.
Good morning. I'm so sorry that my video is not working correctly. I do apologize.
That's okay. We do miss your face, but we will take your voice. So, ladies, how are we doing on this Friday morning?
Great.
Yep.
Very good.
I'm well.
Very good.
I'm well.
Good. And everybody's at their communities this morning?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, make sure you give all your residents hugs and kisses from me, because I miss that. I miss being out and about and seeing everybody. So especially, you know, the professionals out there, definitely miss hanging out at all of our networking events and everything.
That's been so terrible not being at any of these events and seeing people. So
I know. So this is I keep saying the new norm, the Zoom, like thank goodness for technology, because we can all see each other this way. I can be, on the beach one moment and the next moment I might be in the Grand Canyon. I mean, it's fun to time travel. So, well, Kim, I would love to start with you and tell us a little bit about your community at Village Place.
Okay. Village Place is in Port Charlotte. We are assisted living and memory care. We have a unique setup, just like, and of course, Chetta will probably mention it as well, but we have what we call neighborhoods. So each neighborhood consists of its living room, dining room, country kitchen, and there's only 10 apartments. So it's much more warm and home-like. And then we have caregivers on each of those neighborhoods. So you're never by yourself up there. Some of the things that we're trying to do, because obviously the residents are feeling the angst with this COVID virus. We've just done some crazy things. Like yesterday, we did the Coney Island. So we just brought a few residents out at a time into our activity area and did all the things pertaining to more kind of like a carnival type Coney Island with the hot dogs, the chili dogs. If anybody's from New York, they were phenomenal. The popcorn and the cotton candy and games. So just trying to keep them active. One of the things too is, we do allow so many at a time to come into the courtyard, because getting out, and this is for anybody, getting out, getting some sunshine, still following the restrictions, your 6-foot rule, but getting out, getting some sunshine, and most importantly, taking, care of yourself and getting rest. So.
That's right. I'm upset that I missed out on the Coney Day, because that all sounds delicious.
Well, I don't eat hot dogs, but I definitely had the chili, and it was so well worth it. So sorry you missed it, but we'll do it again, and we'll invite you in the fall. How's that?
That sounds very nice.
All right, you got it.
So let's jump over to Amy at Summerfield.
Well, my name is Amy. I'm with Summerfield Assisted Living and Memory Care. We have 116 units, 87 assisted living, 29 memory care, and we sit on a 2-acre nature preserve. And we even have residents that have told us they found an otter in the lake there by the preserve. And you always hear owls, and that's a real hoot.
Literally.
Exactly. And like Kim, we have found that engaging with our residents is much different than it was prior to Corona. And we have found that, we're really deepening these relationships with our residents, because we're doing a lot more one-to-one individualized enrichment, truly. It really kind of started with Easter. We were doing individual pictures to send to the families. And when you have that visit one-on-one with the resident, you're not only doing something for the family because you're going to send that to the family, but that one-on-one engagement with the resident was so meaningful, not only to them, but to us too. And we're finding that we're just engaging with our residents on a much different level. And I think everybody's benefiting from it.
Absolutely. That's what I think of when I think of in these communities, what you must be, because you're all taking on different, I'm sure you're still doing what you normally do in a different capacity, but you're taking on other kind of fun responsibilities, whether it's activities or, whatever it might be, delivering meals. So you're definitely strengthening those bonds between you and the residents, which I love.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
Oh, go ahead.
It's amazing because it not only strengthens the bond with the resident themselves between us and them, but also with the families. We're finding that we're a lot more engaged with the families now too than we've ever been.
I love that.
That's true, Amy. Yeah.
All right, Miss Chetta, let's check in with you at Sunset Lake Village.
Okay, well, I love this home. It's probably one of the greatest places in Venice. We're at the corner of Jacaranda Boulevard and Center Road. I do love the intimacy of the private dining like Kim was talking about. We are very unique. Our two buildings have a lot that we can offer family members. And excuse me for one sec, sorry about that. Because we have that intimate dining, our residents are one-on-one with up to 10 people at a time. So they build a lot of bonds there, especially when they first move in. It's a very strange way to, you know, change your lifestyle and move into this huge community with over 80 people. They get to know a few people at a time and they really enjoy that. They are also very involved with our caregivers because in Sarasota County, we have a track record for longevity with our community of caregivers. So we have some folks that have been with us from 5 years up to 21 years. Wow. And it's an outstanding record to tell folks about, and we love to share that. The biggest thing that we're looking forward to right now is not so much just virtual tours, but we've been doing a lot of live tours. So you have Google Duo and FaceTime. So we're taking families that are going to be new residents and showing them around so they have a moment to stop us, ask questions, look at different locations that are important to them within the community. And we're sharing with everybody, we're starting to get together a really big event and we're calling it the Everything Party. So the whole premises of the Everything Party is everything that we have missed, we are going to celebrate. Whether it was Easter, St. Patty's Day, Cinco de Mayo, whether it was guide dog visits, hugging one another, we are going to have an everything party and the entire community is going to be invited. So keep following us on Facebook and we'll post all of that information so you can see the next big thing that Sunset Lake Village is doing.
I love that. I love that concept. I think you're like spot on with that event because I want to come. I'm so excited. I have no words to make it right.
Everybody is coming. I'm going to invite everyone and you can wear whatever decoration, colors, holiday trim. It is everything. Celebrating your birthday if we missed it. It's just going to be a free for all. So everybody get ready.
I love it. Will there be cake?
Of course there will be cake because I am also a cake lover. We'll have plenty of sweets. I promise you that.
That's awesome. Chetta, it's always so nice to hear from you. So thank you so much.
I miss you very much. Thanks for giving us this opportunity.
Definitely. I want to get into as well, if anybody wants to share, just kind of jump in, but what are some of the things that you've seen as a team, like from your leadership team down through every position there that is so vital, the housekeepers, the maintenance team, everybody that's come together? What are some of the stories that you've seen or that you would like to share to kind of boost morale around your communities?
Who wants to go first?
Well, go ahead,
not everybody at once.
Go ahead.
Chetta, you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So basically, I mean, of course, it's, you know, everything always starts at the top, and we're so blessed with Melody, our executive director, who is the most proactive person and the most intelligent person I've ever worked with. And of course, you know, being a nurse, so she really started very quickly before, and we were doing things that weren't even mandated yet in our community. But everybody has been on board from, you know, the housekeeping. I mean, they have worked so tirelessly, you know, cleaning, and they're doing the disinfecting 3 times a day, going through with, you know, the handrails and the doorknobs on top of their normal duties. But you can see the camaraderie. Now I'm stuck on the word, but anyway, how we've all just joined together. It's Friday, right? With and just trying the support of each other. You know, do you need anything? And the fear and the, you know, of course, you know, you've got people that have children. So now they're trying to homeschool their children. I mean, technically, really, that's what virtual schooling is you're almost homeschooling. And they're trying to do that plus work, you know, and keep their families going. So it's amazing. But again, that support has really started at the top.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Ladies,
I'm not going to be yelling at talking.
Well, why don't I ask a different question? How about resident wise? You shared, Kim, about like the Coney Day. How about either Amy or Chetta? What are some of the activities you've seen that have really brightened the residents' days that are kind of new and creative with the new guidelines?
I'll go first.
Okay,
I'll
go
go
ahead.
first. Our residents have always loved happy hour because we always had happy hour every week here and had live music and everybody attended, families. And we found that when we weren't able to do that, that had a huge impact on our residents. So we decided we're bringing happy hour to them. So, just like they do food service, we did happy hour. We got the music going, staff is out in the halls dancing, cocktails. Yesterday we did Malibu Breeze cocktails, a specialty drink that our chef made, and shrimp cocktail. And it's really not just about the food delivery. There again, it's about that personal engagement with the resident and just bringing some fun right to their door. We have residents that'll come out of their rooms and they'll be sitting there dancing. They're having a good time with us. And that's one of the things that we brought back to them while still social distancing, while still, following all those guidelines that we have to follow, but you still get that engagement with them. And I think that's something that we've done here, reinstituting the happy hour. We're mobile. We'll bring it to you.
I have a quick question. Do you deliver those Malibu Breezes to residential homes in Sarasota?
Maybe Brittany Jenny's house.
I think that's a big hint, Amy.
I think so.
And you're supposed to do we're supposed to be doing home visits, right?
Right?
Yes.
There you go.
There's your niche right there.
That's it.
How about you, Chetta?
I want to go to the first question that you had. I wanted to let you know that one of the ways that Elsa's our executive director, and she has a human resources background. So she really gets in touch with people. What we made a big point of doing is reaching out to family members and letting them know all that we were doing to take care of their families. And we started telling more and more people about how important it was to actually thank those caregivers that were very stressed, their whole lives were turned upside down, and how their daily activity also came to taking care of our residents. More local restaurants and family members spent the time to make homemade goods for our caregivers, to bring them lunches. There were so many restaurants that when this first happened, they had so much food, and instead of it going to waste, daily we had deliveries that people were thanking our caregivers for all that they have done. And Elsa made a big point to make sure that every day she was thanking them personally. We've worked with Melody before, and you can learn from good folks, and Elsa and Melody working together are exactly the same. Thank your people, make them feel good. Then in turn makes your residents feel good, because the folks who are caring for them are all happy. They left all their stresses at home. They left their frustrations behind, and all they did was spent their days making everyone else feel good. So we loved that we had that family unit underneath that roof. We always have, and it never changed. It's business as usual for all of our residents, and they've been having a great time.
That's awesome. I just want to jump in real quick. From my past, I know in a community, if your staff is happy and they feel appreciated, is probably the biggest reason why a lot of people stay at a job, because they feel appreciated. They know that the leadership team does appreciate everything they do. They take such good care of the residents. They engage with them. They are happy to come to work. So I think it's really great that you mentioned that, because again, you have to feel, I guess, appreciated and to do that great job. So that's awesome, Chetta. Well, good. I do want to mention too, you have one more community kind of in our network area. Maybe Kim, could you talk a little bit about Royal Palm?
Sure. So Royal Palm, and actually that's where I started 24 years ago in this industry. So I know the building quite well, been in there several times since then as well. But they actually have independent, assisted, and memory care. So they have the typical community where they have the one big dining room and such. They have a new executive director who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, John, but certainly reach out to Christina. She's their sales leader, and she can certainly give you any of the information that you need. But they have a gazebo outside. The gazebo, when I started there, actually used to be a hot tub. Yeah, used to be a hot tub, so an in-ground. And so they covered that up and we put a gazebo over it. So, but they have all of the activities. Memory care is separate from the activities from what they do with the independent assistant residents. So I'm sure Jessica is reaching out to them and doing just kind of what we're all doing as well. So obviously I haven't been able to go in since the ban on visitors and such, but certainly reach out to Christina or Alicia. They can help anybody with questions.
Awesome. And each of you, and just correct me if I'm misspeaking, but each of you has assisted living and memory care at all the communities.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. And I'll make sure I put the information for each community and then all of your names and contacts for people that have been watching. If you want more information about these great communities, please reach out to these ladies. They are all amazing and ready for your call, for your questions. If for some reason you need another type of resource, they're also great people to connect with for local resources until you can move into a community. So thank you so much, ladies, for being here with us today. It's super exciting to see you on this Friday.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you so much, Brittany.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see everybody soon. Have a great day.
Bye-bye. You too.
Bye.
Bye.